Kirk, Memphis has the lead here. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here comes a handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Now, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
They'll give it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They stop her for it. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Third down after that running play. Try and muscle for the first down. Picks up the first, looking for more. Looks like Memphis will have the first down. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, nowhere to go on the inside on that draw. Tried to bounce it, Kirk, but nothing doing.
How about the push there from the middle of that interior, that defensive line? As you said, nowhere for him to go, so he's trying to make something out of nothing. And by going out wide, he puts himself at risk of being chased down by this.
The offense has to be careful now. Backed up inside their own 10. Using his legs, it's Rodgers.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes. That's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. They'll try to run for the first down. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. An inside give now from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Grab behind the line. It's Rodgers. Working clock with the ground game. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking deep to the right side. And the passage dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, Chris, obviously, they...
Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do it better.
Well, that's college football. You're going to have your highs and lows. They had big expectations today, Kirk. They just fall short.
play fake on first down to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Here's the give off the left side. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride Davis here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Had to get rid of it quickly. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Complete in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Grab behind the line. It's Gibbs. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Off the play fake on first down. Got him downfield. It's a seam wide open. Inside the 30. The tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Jaguars.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of... Wants to throw on first down. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Jaguars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Graham. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Hand off from the shotgun. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Ready This offense starts deep in a hole. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety.
42, Spider.
The give to Davis. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Snagged in the middle, it's Gibbs. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Jaguars want to crank the tempo. They go to the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry at defense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his man. It's Graham. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down.
You gotta love that. On the
Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride Davis here. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a... And the Jaguars are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Going with the counter play here. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back on the option to give. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Pulls it in on the left. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Jaguars are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hale. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Jaguars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Gets rid of it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Wants to throw again. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Fires to the middle, and they fail to... DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hale. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right. Touchdown! Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Graham.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Caught over the middle. It's Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The offense puffs it up. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is
leaves it with the running back. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Punch it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they want... We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Off play action on 1st down. Got his man downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove late in the game.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. to talk about building confidence, coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has got
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Copeland. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. He'll keep it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the catch. It's Copeland. At the 35, he's got room. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. Good pickup on that one. And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Now the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here.
From the gun, the ground game. Quick spin on the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll sneak it.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Got his man to the left. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This Utah State offense has it going. Looking downfield on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's chat a little Utah State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat and the process of cooling things off. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Porter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll send the back in motion. Gonna swing it on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Malone. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring. toss to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for space. It's Malone. Turning it on. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Utah State will snap it in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that patch there. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense.
So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far, and there's no more.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this defense is just simple.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. On the run, it's Malone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Slings it downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get set.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there.
On the double. Green 25.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turn. Looking for space. It's Malone.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Rush is on him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. Under fire. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
Well, the sack on the last play, obviously.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.